Hi everybody. I'm in my garden again today. It might be a little bit noisy because we're right here on the road and there's some cars driving up and down. So sorry for the noise. Right. So while I was walking around in my garden, I noticed that we are definitely in autumn because my favorite tree in my garden, its leaves were all like that, beautiful and green. And then I noticed the leaves were starting to change color. And this leaf just fell off the tree. So it was on the tree and it changed color and then it fell to the ground. And then I found a leaf that has been on the floor for quite some time. And you see now that it's like an orangey brown color. So that means that we're definitely in autumn with all the changes of the colors of the leaves. So do you remember it went from green leaves to like a yellow color, and now look at my leaves on the floor. So we're definitely in autumn where the leaves fall down and they change color. Then I found a new friend in my garden, and he is very, very cute. And let's get him. He doesn't want to come say hello, but let me try. Let's see, can you see him? Don't know if you can see him. Oh, no, he's shy. He doesn't want to say hello. There we go. Does anybody know what type of insect this is? Yeah, look here. It will give you a clue. Do you see on the top of his head? He's got a horn. What animals have a horn? A rhino. So this is called a rhinoceros beetle or a rhino beetle. And other names that he goes by, sometimes a horn beetle, a unicorn beetle, or a Hercules beetle, because they actually, for their size, are very, very, very strong. And it is a little bit rare to find one of these beetles because of deforestation. Deforestation means that all the land is getting taken up for farming and for building. So his natural habitat is getting lost. So that's why you find them quite often now in your gardens, because he's looking for a safe home. So he's been with us now for a couple of days, and it's really cool to see him. I want to try and show you the underside of him, but he's clinging onto me because he's got quite sharp little claws there. Not claws, but legs. Can you see the underside? See how he sticks onto my skin? And the hairs there on his, what's hairs? Look at that. So he is a invertebrate because he doesn't have a spine or a backbone, but he has got an exoskeleton. He's got an exoskeleton. Hey. So there's our friend for today. Another invertebrate with an exoskeleton. So I'm going to put him down because he does not really happy to be on me. He wants to be back in his natural habitat. So I'm going to put him back in the garden. And since yesterday was Earth Day, I thought what better way to celebrate Earth Day than to do some recycling. So in our family, we have been eating quite a lot of eggs. So I've got a lot of egg boxes, and we've been planting some seeds. Now I know the shops are not open to go and buy seeds, but what we did is we took our egg carton and we got some soil from the garden, and then I cut up a tomato and I used it for a meal for breakfast one morning. And I took the seeds out of the tomato and I dried up the seeds a little bit just with a paper towel or a serviette, and then I planted the seeds inside, and then I kept it a little bit in the sun and a little bit in the shade outside my box with all the seeds inside. And then I watered it every day, making sure that it was just wet. You don't want to drown the seeds, else they won't grow. And then about 10 days after I planted it, I got tiny little tomato plants. And it was really exciting. So now we're going to take our seedlings, because it was a seed and now it's a seedling because it's sprouted out and it's growing, and we're going to plant it in the garden. And I hope in a few weeks or maybe a couple of months we're going to have our own tomatoes in the garden. So that's one exciting way that you can recycle old egg boxes, and it's doing something good for the environment. You're growing your own food and you're not throwing this away, so there's no rubbish. You're going to use it, and when you plant the seedlings you can cut out the individual little compartments and put it in the soil, and this will decompose. It will act as compost. So that's a really great recycling thing to do. Then, like I said, we've eaten lots of eggs. So I've been collecting all our eggs that we've been using over the couple of weeks. And then what I do is I get the kids, my kids, to crush them up. So I give them the back of a like a thick spoon. We've got quite a thick stick that we use to make porridge with, the old-fashioned way. And so you can give them a hammer or anything that you've got, and they crush it, they pound it down, and they grind up all the eggshells. And then what we do with the eggshells is we go and we sprinkle it in the garden, and it's actually got lots of calcium inside eggshells, so it's very good for the plants, and it helps stop the slugs, because the slugs come into your garden and then they eat all your plants, like especially if you're planting your fruit and your veggies. They love to eat the plants up. So the shells, the crushed shells, because they're hard, and remember slugs and snails have got a slimy mucus trail, they don't like going over eggshells. So eggshells protect your plants and they give your plants calcium. So you can do that. You can plant your own veggies or your fruit, whatever you've got at home that has seeds inside. You can do pumpkins, butternut, gem squash, tomatoes, whatever mom and dad are cooking. You can see if there's some seeds, dry them up, and then go and plant them and see how many days it takes to get a few seedlings going. And then if you've got eggs and you keep all the eggshells, you can do grinding and crushing, and you can go throw it in your garden, and it gives the plants calcium and it helps to protect the plants from the slugs. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, learning a little bit about the rhino beetle and some recycling projects that you can do at home with just basic things. So have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you soon.